It sat at the foot of my bed. 2 years ago, early March of 2022. To be exact, I was putting something away in my parents' room when I had a sudden feeling of dread. My dad was in there asleep and I felt the need to pray over him. I did and asked God to protect him. Later that night I had a weird dream. In my dream, I had just finished washing and drying my bed sheets. I was attempting to straighten the bedsheet out by doing that flapping thing we all do when we hold the ends and lift it up and down. I did that multiple times until it landed on a human form sitting at the end of my bed. Obviously, I was freaked out and quickly snatched the bedsheet off in fear and was met with a pale-like creature. Its face was sunken in, along with its eyes. It was pasty and thin. It looked frail and I could see its ribs through its thin skin. Its mouth looked sewn shut and it struggled to breathe through its bony nose. I tried to pray it away and it glared at me with its sunken eyes until I eventually awakened. My heart was beating out of my chest and that feeling of dread returned. The next day my dad had to go to work, but he didn't feel well. I advised him to stay home as I felt something was wrong, but he went anyways. He's stubborn. He returned home after work, where he went to bed early without eating. The man loves food, so him not eating isn't normal. The next morning he said his back and stomach were hurting badly. I told him to go to the hospital right away as I had a bad feeling. The dream kept coming back to my mind and the thing I saw looked like a physical representation of sickness to me. After some convincing, he went to the trauma hospital around the corner. We live in the medical district. Thank God he went because he had experienced an aortic dissection. An aortic dissection is deadly if not treated in a timely manner. It's a tear in the inner layer of the body's main artery. One basically bleeds out on the inside, depriving the vital organs of oxygen and blood flow. My best friend had one, and he had a less than 5% survival rate as he bled out for 3 days before surgery. He survived, which is a medical miracle. Due to staying by his side almost the whole time he was hospitalized, which was over 100 days, I'm well versed in the condition, surgeries, and long recovery period. My dad was blessed as his was found much earlier. His surgery was successful, though long. He only stayed in the hospital for the whole month of March. The surgeon said his recovery was the fastest he had ever witnessed. It was a terrifying situation, especially that thing I saw. It was a warning, I guess. A very, very creepy warning.